Today I want to tackle postural assessment and what I do in a clinical setting when I'm assessing someone's posture and things that can be done to rectify any discrepancies that may be found. Okay, so firstly what I want you to do is pop your shoes off for me and stand side on to a mirror. And I want you to locate your shoulder joint. So that bony prominence that sits out on the side of your arm, I want you just to locate the midpoint roughly of that shoulder joint. Then we're going to move down to our hip joint. So you'll notice there's another bony prominence down in through the hip joint. And I want you just to locate that point there on the side of your leg. What you should notice is those two dot points should join up and form a straight line. If your shoulder sits forward, it would mean you'd need to roll it back. If it sits too far back, it would mean you'd need to roll it forward. So as long as those two dot points join up, that's what we call a proper alignment. So what I want you to do now is to locate your hip joint. So you'll notice there's a bony prominence at the front of your pelvis, your ASIS. So I just want you to locate that there. And then if we come to the back of it directly, you'll feel there's another bony prominence that sticks out there, your PSIS. So I want you to locate that as well. Now, what we call a neutral spine or a neutral pelvis is when those two dot points meet up in a straight line. There can be about a 20-degree discrepancy, and that's fine. Okay, some things that we may notice is that front dot point will sit a lot lower than the back dot point. You'll notice in these people they have a very exaggerated lower lumbar curve. What we need to do to correct this is using purely just our lower abdominal muscles, we contract them to roll the pelvis back up so we get those two dot points, the front and the back, in line with each other. What I don't want to see you do is using your glutes and hamstrings to straighten you up. You'll notice that those muscles will fatigue very quickly, especially when you start walking. So just using our lower abdominal muscles, just contract them ever so slightly to bring the pelvis up, and you'll notice that those two dot points will be in line with each other. The second thing you'll notice is the other way around. You'll notice that the front dot sits a lot higher than the back dot. In these types of people, that lower back curve is straight and completely gone. So what we do using our back core muscle, so our lower core muscle, the multifidus, we use that to contract and just lift the pelvis up slightly. I don't want you to engage your upper erector spinae muscles and create an arch further up in the back. We want to keep everything confined to our lower lumbar spine. So using the lower back, our lower back muscle, the multifidus, just contract it ever so slightly so we get those 2 points in line with each other. The last posture that you will notice is what's called a sway posture. So it's not necessarily that there's a tilt in the pelvis, it's more that the actual hip joint has sits backwards in the actual hip socket. So those types of people literally sway backwards, and as a result, to keep balance, you'll notice that they'll hunch forward and then they create this curve through their neck. And it's only because they've shifted their hip bone back into its socket. So what we do to rectify this is we need to shift that hip bone back forward, so it's just a slide. It's not a tilt, it's purely just a slide. And if you notice, my shoulder and my hip joint don't align anymore with each other. So we need to roll that back so we get those 2 points in line with each other. And you'll notice that our front pelvis and our back pelvis now are perfectly in alignment. I hope that's provided you with some good insight onto how to adopt a proper posture. Please leave a comment below. I'd love to hear your feedback on this one.